Alright, what is up guys? Ice Fire Magician here, coming at you with a deck profile video for my Burning Abyss deck, specifically my Kaiju Fire deck, which is my Burning Abyss Kaiju deck that I came up with. I had the engine for the Phantom Knights and I decided against it because I like pure Burning Abyss better, and I think the Kaijus are really good because they can out like anything, and I think they're really good currently. But before I get into this, I just want to say this is for the pre-link format. This is going to be my last deck profile, pre-link. Everything else I'm going to try to orient towards link. I may do a pendulum deck profile pre-link as well, but that's only if I get the cards. That's kind of just a side thing. But yeah, this is just kind of like my final, deck, because this is what I've been playing recently until links come out. I'm going to be playing dinosaurs after links come out, and I'll make that deck profile at that time. But yeah, this is my second take for this video. The first one was 20 minutes long, and I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. We are not having a 20-minute deck profile video. So yeah, I'm going to try to run through this quick, give my breakdown as fast as I can. So we got 3 Skarm. He's a searcher of the deck. At the end phase, you can search for a level 3 Dark Fiend type monster. Really good. Gets searches like anything you need. Seer, Graph, or Tour Guide. So like, yeah, essential in the deck at 3. Super glad it wasn't, limited like the other guys. Then we play 3 Farfa, outs XYZ monsters, banishes them until the end phase, and then their materials leave. Other than that, not too good. He sure he can like send to the grave and then like out bigger monsters, but they're eventually going to come back, so it's not that good. Mainly just used for the XYZ to get rid of their materials. But yeah, you still need him at 3 because he is very good and he's a key card. And out of all the utility-based monsters, he's the best, without a doubt. Then you play 3 Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Foolish Burial of the deck. Once you send to the grave, you send 1 monster to the grave. Really good if the key of him is playing 3s because you want to get him to mill off of Dante, and then you can start literally any play you want, turn 1 or 2. So sorry about that. That's why you want to play 3 Fiendish Rhino Warrior. And what's good is you can normal summon him, special summon a BA, and they don't get popped because Fiends can't be destroyed while he's on the field. So it's really good overall. Then the 1-ofs, I play 1 Calcab, 1 Barbar, and 1 Alec. There's more, but this is the first 3. He gets rid of he sends a set spell or trap back to the hand. He banishes up to 3 Burning Abyss and does 300 burn for each Burning Abyss, and then he negates effects. They're all really utility based and very specific, so like I would never play more than 1 of him. Maybe if it's super risky, and then I tried 2 of this guy, but like it got cloggy because you don't have 3 Beatrice, so you can't just whenever you want use his effect. If there was more if you had 3 Beatrices, maybe I'd play more Alec, but yeah, not in the current meta. Then we play 1 Rubik and 1 Libic. Rubik is just your synchro. That's it. He just pulls out Virgil. And then Libic, I think, is garbage tier. I see people play him at 3. I only play 4 BA, so 14 Burning Abyss cards, sorry. 14 Burning Abyss monsters, and so it's hard to get like his utility, which is when he's sent to the grave, you can special summon a Burning Abyss from your deck or from your hand, and its effects are negated. You always want to be special summoning your Burning Abyss because you need to have like board presence, and so I rarely get to use his effect. And yeah, I just think he's garbage, and I only keep him in because I can't think of another target that I want to put in instead. Then for the 1-ofs, I play the 1 Tour Guide, the 1 Graph, and the 1 Seer. Graph special summons from the deck, Seer special summons from the graveyard, and Tour Guide, it's Tour Guide. It's amazing. Seer is really good. He pulls out your Dante, and then you can overlay Dante for a Downed Magician, and then he just sets everything up. So like Foolish Burial or Rhino Warrior with him, it's like really good because it starts off all your plays. So yeah, those are the 3 best cards probably in the engine, other than Skarm. And then I play 2 Vanity's Fiend. He really good just against most meta decks right now, other than True Draco. I just like him because he's really good in the Dino matchup. I mean, I may change him out for 2 Majesties, but like right now I like him at 2 because I think in general, like I said, he's really good. And he's pretty much all deck special summon minus like True Dracos, and to an extent they do too with their trap card, but like, yeah, I really like 2. It's also a 24 wall, so like it's pretty good overall. And then I played the Kaiju engine, 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Humongous, 1 Mothra, and 1 interdimensional. I only play him because he's a target for Allure, and I want more targets. And then I don't play 2 Gamma Seal because sometimes you'll literally have these guys all gone, and then you'll have your 1 leftover Slumber and 2 Gamma Seals in deck, and that's happened to me more than once, so I'm like, screw it, I want to have all different targets. So yeah, that's why I play different targets. I was thinking about playing 5, and then it got super cloggy because I'll draw into them, and I never want to see my Kaijus in hand ever, unless it's a Gamma Seal, like occasionally if there's a super crazy monster on board, but other than that, I rarely want to see them. And then you play the 1 next to you. Next you play the 3 Allure of Darkness. Really good card, you know, draw power for days. Simple as that, that's why you play it. 3 Twin Twisters, because you rarely ever negative off of this. You can just like send one of your BAs to grave, get its effect, and then pop 2. With Calcad, you can then pop 3 if one of them's set, so it's like really good overall. Then you play 2 Chalice. 3 is cloggy, 2 is good because you can actually negate your own effects like Acid Golem or even Vanities if you don't want it for a second and you want to special summon your BAs. So it's really good. Also, you get that 400 attack boost, so you can make your Acid Golem 34, your Vanities 28. So it's like really good overall. It's super versatile, which is why I like Forbidden Chalice. Then you play the 2 Slumber. Slumber is good because sometimes if you draw into your Kaijus and you have already used one, you have like 1 in your deck, and you know this guy's going to be dead, you can actually mill him, or you can actually discard for like Twin Twister, and you can actually get its effects later, which I think is very key with this deck, having cards like this where you can use effects in the graveyard. So you can actually then banish him, your next turn's main phase, and then grab that extra Kaiju from the deck. Then I play 1 Shuffle Reborn. Same with that. It has an effect in grave, but the main reason is you special summon from your grave if you have no monsters you control at that point, and so you activate this, special summon a BA, and then special summon 1 from hand or normal summon from hand, and then overlay, because its effect is that monster has to be banished at the end phase. So if you overlay, you're all set. And then if you have a really shitty hand, you can actually use a second effect, is where you banish it from grave, and then you shuffle a card you control into the deck, draw a card, and then banish a card at the end phase. So it's, honestly, you don't plus, you're actually minusing 1 because you're shuffling and banishing and then drawing. You're shuffling 1 card into the deck, drawing, and then banishing, so it's like, you're not really plussing, but like it's still good if you have a really shit hand that you don't want to utilize. And then 1 Foolish, because Foolish is really good. It starts off all your combos. And then for the traps, I play 2 Breakthrough Skill. It's similar to the Shuffle Reborn and the Kaiju Slumber. It can be used on the whenever you have it, and then also if it's in grave, banish it to negate an effect of a monster. Really good. So it's actually useful off of Dante Mills that are shit. Solemn Warning, just a really good trap card, and it's just like a staple. It's cheap, and I don't want to pay for more for strikes. And then Lost Wind. I probably would play 2 Lost Wind instead of the 2 Breakthrough Skills, but my locals in Oregon, where I'm at, not a lot of people play Zodiacs. I have yet to face a Zodiac, and there's just a lot of non-extra deck decks running around. Like, it's just a lot of dinos, and dinos don't really revolve around the extra deck that much. So honestly, it hits second effect, which is what you really like. You can't really utilize it because they don't special summon a lot, so you can't set it from your grave. Now we go into the extra deck. Free Dante, obvious, just like best card in the deck, so good. Recycles cards, it's just really good overall. 2 Rake Sword, good, like I said, because you can get rid of your dead hands. With this guy, you pop one of their back rows by destroying one of your traps or slumbers that are useless, and then you can use their effects later on. Once you end your turn. So it's really good at 2. Downer Magician, so Seer's effect special summons Dante from grave, and then you can overlay, and then you have a 23k with piercing, so it's really good, or 23,000 with piercing. Utopic Lightning, or Future's garbage. I don't know why I play him. Whenever I go for him, I always get him game 1, and then my opponent outs it with a Kaiju or something, so he's okay. I've just yet to find a good use for him. Engineer's the same thing. If I ever don't want to overextend, go for a Future, I'll instead just go for a Dante and this guy, leave Dante in attack, so if they try to destroy, I'll just activate the effect and make the Dante live. Golem's just a wall, that's it, 3k wall. Runs over stuff and then just stays put, but you don't want him to stay put that long, so like crashing is good so you don't have to, so you can get rid of the effect. This guy's super clutch. I love this guy. He's won me so many games just because his effect. If you normal summon a Barbar, special summon a BA from hand, overlay, detach Barbar late game, you can do like 2900, like easy. It's so good. Love that card. And then Grand Pulse, thinking about playing 2 Grand Pulse instead of 2 Breakthrough Swords, but Breakthrough Sword is more versatile, so I was like, Breakthrough Sword. And Breakthrough Sword has better attack, even though this guy has 28k or 28,000 defense. Beatrice, it's Beatrice. You would play 3 if you could, but you can't, so yeah. Then you play the Virgil and the Pilgrim. Never go into him game 1 or turn 1 because it's garbage, but you know, sometimes he's a good out, and you draw a card, and then he's just there because of, Beatrice's effect. And then the token, which you don't need, but it's a Fiend token. I found it, and I was like, that's cool. So then you got side deck, the extra Vanity's Fiend, the ugly one, because I don't have a 3rd Ultra. Boo. 3 Majesties. This and the Vanities you always like sideboard against dinosaurs because it's super good. Negates the effects of their dinos. 3 Flying Seed, just in case you're playing Zodiacs. I did main deck these guys, and then after my like first couple days at the tournaments here in Oregon, I was like, yep, no one in my local scene is playing playing Zodiacs or XYZ based decks, so I was like, screw it, taking it out. 2 Dark Hole for Destruction. Never sided it in, I've yet to side it in. Different Dimension Ground. It can mess you up, but you normally use it once you have good things on board, and then your opponent tries to make plays with like their babies or whatnot, the dinosaurs. I think this gets around it. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure it's good against baby dinosaurs, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure they have to be destroyed and sent to grave to get their effects. So when they're destroyed and sent to and banished instead, it kind of screws them over. So I think, yeah, that's why it's good. Also, it's good against Zodiacs because they want to get rid of their Rat Pier, send it to grave to get the effect, and then you're just like, nope, sorry. And then Crush card, really good against True Dracos. Super good against True Dracos because they, pretty much every monster they have is, every monster they want to play is 1500 or more. So it does kind of suck because they can recycle with their continuous spell, but like overall it's good because you get rid of it and they have to like waste their resources to grab it, the monsters again. So yeah, and it's super easy to get because literally Skarm is a target, Rubik is a target, Tour Guide is even a target. Like, you have so many targets. I think Farfa even is a target because it has 1,000. So yeah, it's a really good card. I actually would probably main deck this, but then again, it's just good for True Dracos. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. This will probably be the last deck profile for pre-link format. Next deck profile hopefully will be post, and it'll be my dinosaur deck. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.